Got our bonus practice, and it's just going to be a slow flow practice, but I really did and have been thinking quite a bit about the concept of Apana Vayu, and what it means to engage Apana Vayu and really take care of our health and wellness from this perspective. It's a big deal for me. I am like one of my main focuses in life is how do I keep the energy in my being and in my experience of life grounding down into my body and into the earth so that I can sleep, so that I can poop, so that I can feel energetic and well rested and have more of that clear, focused energy that when Vata is in balance, it's very creative, it's very exuberant and joyful. And I like that part of being in the balance of life. And I know right now in the peak of summer, we're out doing. We're all over the place. There's a lot going on, kind of like popcorn. And so this practice will just be a slow flow, open the hips, not a lot of heady alignment details, and just enough to keep us focused and grounding. So close your eyes, let yourself settle. Take a nice big breath in through your nose, and when you exhale, open your jaw and let it big out come out through your mouth. And we'll do that particular sound 4 more times. A nice slow grounding inhale where you feel your body, and an By opening the jaw and letting that sound out, you'll start to settle the nervous system. This is a great, easy practice right before bed. Or right before your yoga practice. Because we want to get in the right mindset. We want to arrive in the here and now. As you notice you become a little more in tune, a little more present, a little more patient, pull the hands to the center of the heart. And that will happen in your own time and your own breath. As the point of getting grounded is not to rush yourself. So, as we open with Om, again, that sound, let the sound be calming and pacifying to your nervous system. Make it as resonant and as long as you can, but not so long that you feel like you're going to unplug. We'll take 3 ohms. Deep breath in. Another breath out. Inhale again. One more deep breath in and one more long breath out. And as you feel yourself right behind your eyes, between your ears, invested in the energy in your body, open your hands. And we'll come to all fours. Take time and really plant mat down through the index finger and thumb, making sure the thumbs aren't spread out too wide. That's a common misalignment that we can mitigate just right here from the beginning. And round your back. Find your breath in as you open to cow. And a breath out as you round your back and push the floor away and cat. And really start to find the three segments of your spine, honoring where you were a little more flexible and give that a little less room to move, and where you're a little less flexible and softening the flow into those stiffer segments of your spine. Tuck your toes and then tuck the toes a little further under and lift up the knees. And as you inhale, push from the shoulder blades down through the arms, extend your spine up and back into your first downward dog. And before you start moving around in downward dog, just feel your hands, discover your breath. And then slowly bend the knees, shift the hips left, bend the knees, shift the hips right. And we'll do 3 more shifts left and right each side. Active hands, fluid breath. And then land in a downward facing dog when you're ready to just hold it for a moment and breathe. Slowly, one footprint at a time, walk your feet forward to the head of your mat. Hands to your hips. Lift your elbows to the sky and come all the way upright. Keeping your shoulder blades on your back. Stretch your arms up over your head, holding the right wrist, lean to your left. Bend your knees here, look down to the left and really feel the feet. And now as you push from the hips down through the earthy energy of your legs, arc up and over to the left. Inhale to center, switching the clasp, bend your knees, soften and take a patient, full, long breath in. As you exhale, root down through legs and go over to the right. Looking down to the right. Use the right hand to really grip the left wrist and pull the shoulder blade down your back. And inhale, come on up. Opening the arms nice and wide, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, pushing down through hands and toes. And exhale, fold in. One more long, full breath. Energize the legs, pushing from hips to feet as you lengthen your spine. And this time we'll step right leg back. Long lunge. Deep breath. Placing the right knee down on the floor, point your toes. So the knees slightly behind your hips or pretty far behind your hips. Pull the right knee to the midline, and as you push down through both legs, lift up. Turning the palms forward, open the arms out wide, and then palms to the sky. Yeah. Stretch up. Hold the right wrist and arc it over to the left. Deep breath here. Inhale back to center, unwind the arms. And the exhale brings fingers to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, right inner thigh, right knee. Exhale, step forward. Root down, rise up, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach out, rise up. Open the heart as you fold in half. Push through your feet. Anchoring through feet and fingertips, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold in. 2 more times. Nice long breath in, elongating the accordion of the ribs. And let the ah take you into your forward fold. And 1 more time, root down, feet and hands, side bodies long. And the ah. Push through right leg, inhale left leg, long lunge. Placing left knee, point your toes. And gently squeeze that back knee to the midline as you roll the right buttocks under, push through your feet, palms forward, shoulder blades on the back. Good. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Right hand holds left wrist. Push through the earth, the energy of the legs as you arc to the right. Now take your breath and your awareness to where you feel that lengthening on the left outer hip, outer belly, lower back. Honor the opening as you lift back up to center. Big breath in. And the exhale brings hands to the earth. Tuck the toes, inhaling left leg. Here's where it changes. Plant your hands, finding a solid foundation through the hands. Plank pose. Patient breath in as the feet pull to the midline. Lift your core, draw your arm bones into your shoulder socket. Push the knees forward towards your wrists and lift your hips up and back into a bent knee, downward dog. Steady your breath. From the shoulder blades, push through the hands. Lift the sit bones a little higher. And inhale, plank. Push the earth away even as you lower down to the earth through chaturanga. Pointing the toes, pull the hands down and back to lengthen the ribs, lift up. Top of the throat back, lower ears back. Ah. Bowing into the heart, lift the belly. And up and back, downward dog. Let's take 3 to 5 really good, slow, grounding breaths here. Feel what holds you, your hands, your feet, the bones, your breath. Soften the unnecessary tension around neck and eyes. Drawing the feet to the midline. Please inhale, right leg up and back. Step it forward. Lengthen your spine. Pull the armpits forward. Pushing down through right foot. Left foot meets right. Uttanasana. Anchoring through the legs. Pull your hands to your hips. Lift your elbows to the sky and root to rise. Reach up. Hands to the heart. Big breath here. On the exhale, feel your feet as you release your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold in half. Inhale, press through feet and fingertips, side body's long. Exhale, fold in. 2 more, just like that. And last one. Right leg back. Push through both feet, and if you need to bend the back knee down to the floor for stability, please do. Otherwise, we'll lift up, palms forward, taking your hands to your back pockets. Allow the left femur bone, that's your bent leg, to sink a little more fully towards the earth as you stretch more energy through your right heel. Yeah. Now pull the right hip towards the inner left thigh so you feel the inner thigh scissor. Deep breath in. One more lengthening expansion from hip to knee and hip to heel. Good. Bowing the heart forward, right hand to the mat. Turn the left toes outward slightly, pivoting on your heel. One more time, scissor the inner thighs, lengthen your spine, and now twist to your left. Extend that left arm way behind you. Pull your shoulder blade onto your back. And now from the shoulder blade, extend left arm up. And left arm down towards your left toes. Left arm back behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down by the toes. And one more rotation. Inhale, reach it back, squeeze the shoulder blade, and reach up. This time the exhale brings you to lunge. Plant your hands, three-legged dog, left leg up and back. Open up the three-legged dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lower the legs, square your hips, lengthen plank. Exhale, lower down. Take time to create cobra by pushing down into the earth and lengthening the ribs. Pull the tailbone down between your inner thighs, curl up, lift up. Push through index finger and thumb as you lift up and back, downward dog. Walk your feet forward at Tanasana. Active feet, steady shins, push the thighs back and wide as you draw the tailbone down, pull the hands to your hips. Elbows lift the shoulder blades onto the back. Push through your legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Hands down. Reach up, arms high, big breath. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Deep breath in, side body's long. Big breath out, fold in. And you got 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. So part of balancing Apana Vayu is to repeating sequence. We can soften and kind of judge and know what's coming ahead of us. Inhale, left leg back, long lunge. Push through the legs. Keep that earth energy grounding as you lift up. If you need hands to thigh to lift up, that's great. Palms forward, hands to the back pockets. Squeezing the energy from your feet up into your hips. Roll the left hip towards your inner right thigh. Now from your buttocks, extend in 2 directions. Right sit bone, right knee. Left sit bone, left foot. Press your right thigh bone downward towards the earth, right where it comes into your hip. And one more breath here. And as you exhale, bow the heart forward, left hand to the mat. Scissoring the inner thighs. Pause. Inhale, stretch. Right arm way back behind. Squeeze that shoulder blade in line. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down towards your toes. And back behind, all the way behind. From the shoulder blade, rise up. Exhale it down. And last one, your rotation, your breath. And we'll all wind up in lunge to plank when you're ready. Holding plank, deepen your breath. Exhale, lower to the earth. Pushing through index finger and thumb, drag the hands down and backwards. Root through the toenails, curl up, lift up any amount, deepen the breath. Bow in, push up to all fours. Please take a block and sit on it. Maybe you need 2 blocks. Sit on your block in modified Virasana. Lift up from the block. Take your fingers behind the backs of the knees. Iron your calf muscles straight back as you spread the toes even more. And then when you come, keeping the heart forward, we'll just roll that tailbone down and then rise up. We'll take the hands right on the upper thighs and gently press the femur bones downward. Just enough that you can feel the leg bones settle. Close your eyes and find that space where the eyelids meet. Pull the energy of the eyes more towards the middle of the head so you relax the muscles around your eyes. Now notice you can relax and release the energy around the base of your neck and your shoulders. And as we turn the palms forward, pull your shoulder blades onto your back. Inhale, come forward to all fours. And take that block. Get it out of the way. Stretch right leg back behind. Deep breath in. Kickstand. Left foot off the mat. Turn right heel down to the mat. So it's gatekeeper's prep. Pressing down through left hand, pull the left rib cage and armpit towards the fingertips. Open right shoulder onto your back. Placing your right hand to your hip, look down at the left fingertips and breathe. Good. I want you to feel the left knee and the right foot squeeze towards the midline between them. Draw the left buttocks downward towards the back of your left knee. And now as you push through both legs, reach that right arm behind. Big external rotation on the whole arm from the shoulder as you reach it up and over your head. Now you can pivot ever so slightly on the ball mound of your right toe, turning the right toes more inward towards the middle. And then lengthen more through the left buttocks, left thigh bone. Good job. Inhale slowly, right hand to the mat. Both knees to the earth. Cat tilts. Cow tilts. Cat. Cow. Extend left foot back behind you. Kick the right foot off of the mat. You can keep the toes tucked or shoelace side down, doesn't matter. As you take left hand to your hip, be sure the right shoulder blade pulls into the back of the heart. Placing left hand to the hip, squeeze inner right foot towards left knee and vice versa. Looking down to the right fingertips. Lengthen the backside of the right buttocks towards the back of the right knee. And we'll take left arm behind. Big external rotation in the left arm as it stretches up. And now, as you reach the arm over your head, push more through. Hips, leg bones, feet, right arm, rounding through the connection point between right index finger and thumb. Big deep breath, a little pivot, inner spiral more on that left leg, turning the big toe inward. And a big inhale to come out of gatekeepers. Squaring to all fours, knees slightly behind the hips for cat. And cow. Cat. Cow. Prep for a downward dog. Toning the knees to the midline, tuck your toes. Find the index finger and thumb. Arm bones into shoulders, lifting the knees a little bit. Feel your shoulder blades hold you. From the shoulder blades, extend through the arms and lift up and back. Inhale, right leg up. Three-legged dog. Open it up. Hear the word and the pose, pigeon pose. See it in your mind. And then create it with your breath. So that right leg will come around. And the breath will help you place the right leg forward into your pigeon. First, we'll come onto fingertips. Tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, and turn that left hip more forward, left leg more inward. As you push the floor away, think cat tilt and pull the waistline back and the right buttocks down and under. Can you maintain that as you bring left forearm down and right forearm down? Now we'll take that ah breath, 5 of those. Inhaling through the nose. Ah, through the mouth as you exhale. Ah. Gently pull your chin towards your sternum. And as you lengthen the tailbone down, drag the elbows towards your right shin and think cow tilt. Pull the accordion of the rib cage forward, armpits forward. Wrap the right buttocks down and cow tilt even as you cat tilt the buttocks as you cow tilt the upper back. Good. Rooting through left forearm, place right hand. Rooting through right hand, come to left hand. Trust the hands and your back foot. Lift up by pushing down and plank. Downward dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Drawing the feet to the midline, stabilize the right leg to lift left. Open up your three-legged dog in a little back bend version. And now the mind knows we're going to pigeon, but can you follow the patience of the breath to get to pigeon? That will be grounding and patient. Creating pigeon on the left side. Slowly, mindfully, as you lift up to fingertips, lift the right knee. Turn the right hip and femur bone inward. Push the floor away so you cat tilt to the waistline and the right buttocks more. Hold that connection. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Hands to prayer. Find that just right position where the neck feels like it's held from deeper down in the spine, deeper down in your core. And the ah of exhale. Ah. Ah, yeah. Push down through right forearm and come to left hand. Push down through left hand and come to right. Set up the arm line for downward dog. Trust the back leg for downward dog. And now all three parts, both hands and right foot, push down to lift up. Plank. And then downward dog. Shift the hips from the shoulder blades. The full upper body lengthens side to side as you shift through your hips. Please pull your feet together. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. And come down to resting the forehead to the backs of the hands. The elbows go wide. You feel the armpits are floating away from the floor. Use that and squeeze the shoulder blades onto your back. Lengthen and lift right leg. Exhale, lower it down. Lengthen and lift left leg. Exhale, lower it down. Lengthen, lift, and then bend right knee. Extend your right arm out towards the crown of your head with your thumb up. Right arm out. Thumb up. Now take right arm out to the side. Now take that right hand, thumb up, straight back towards your heel. And maybe if you extend your fingers, you'll find your heel or your toes. Good. Now, can you take your palm to the shoelace side of your foot? Press the base of your right femur bone into the mat. Lengthen your tailbone. Lifting your right elbow towards the sky, squeeze your upper back. Inhale, release, and reverse engineer how the arm went back. Bring it forward and bring it back down. This time we'll rest left hand on top of right, forehead to the backs of your hands. Lengthen and lift left leg. Lengthen and lift right leg. Lengthen, lift, bend left knee. Extend left arm forward, thumb up. Reach it out to the side, thumb up. Reach it back behind you, keep that thumb up. And extend fingers, find your heel, maybe your toes, and work your palm towards the shoelace side of your foot. Pressing base of left femur bone down into the ground, lengthen the tailbone. That means tone the pelvic floor muscles. As you bend your left elbow, squeeze your shoulder blade. Deepen your breath. Inhale, release left foot and reverse engineer. Sweep that left arm around to the side, forward, and place the right hand on top of the left. And this time we'll bring the elbows in a little bit and come up so you're on your forearms. Drag the elbows down and back and pull the belly button forward. Lengthen and lift right leg, bend your knee. Left hand over by right elbow, push down through left forearm, push down through right knee. Lengthen your tailbone. Good. Extend the right arm, thumb up. Inhale, reach it out. Take it all the way back behind, hand to foot. If coming up higher on the elbow created tension in your lower back or discomfort in any way, you can lower back, forehead to the back of your hand. One more breath. As you release your foot, reverse engineer. Arm reaches out, forward, and then down. Drag the elbows down and back, pulling the belly forward. Shift the upper torso from the hips up through the whole upper body. Shift that around side to side. Okay. Lengthen, lift left leg. Cross right hand towards left elbow. Push down through right forearm, down through left knee as you extend left arm forward, thumb up. Inhale, reach it side, reach it back, find your foot, lengthen the tailbone. The more you want to pull your heel in towards your sit bone, you've got to pull the tailbone down and lift the elbow to engage the upper back. That all keeps it out of the discomfort zone and into an active expansion that arrives through active contraction. Reverse engineer, releasing. Stretch that arm forward. And lower down, forehead to the mat, placing your hands where you do for Chaturanga Dandasana. Tuck your toes. Tuck the toes again. Push down through the hands and lift your shoulders away from the floor. Yeah. Push down through hands and feet. Can you push up to plank? And then back to downward dog if you need to. You'll push through the knees to get to plank. Deep, long breath out through your mouth. Drawing the feet to the midline. Pause. Inhale, right leg up and back. Take the right knee and bend it on track. And now we'll use external hip rotators of the right leg. That's your outer right hip muscles to open the right knee wide to the right and bring the right knee forward and around towards when you step your right foot forward, it comes outside the right hand. And take left hand out to the left, another hand print, right hand to your knee. Turn the right toes out a little bit or a lot. Turn the left toes to the right. And corkscrew the outer right hip towards the inner left thigh. Push down through the right hand and then the left hand and lift the hips higher. Lift left inner thigh towards right inner thigh. Right arm reaches back behind you if you have that mobility. From the external rotation of the right shoulder blade, lift the arm up alongside the head and bring it all the way down. Push through both hands, left foot. You might need to reorganize hand placement, left foot placement so that plank can happen with ease and grace. Inhale your knees to the floor. Big toes together, knees wide. Child's pose. With the inhale, come to all fours. With the exhale, downward dog. As your feet draw to the midline, stabilize through right leg. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your left knee on track and use external hip rotators to open left knee out to the left. And then step it out. Take the right hand print out, a hand print, left hand to your knee. Pivot the left toes a little or a lot so that your knee can open wider. Turn the right toes. Scissoring inner thighs, push down through left hand, right hand. Lift your right hip up into the left hip. Now receive that hip opener, and if you need to create more stability, you'll make the pose shorter by moving the back leg in a little bit. Reach left arm behind you. Open into your breath. From the external rotation on the left arm, stretch left arm high. And all the way over and around. Reconfigure your hand placement for plank. Your right foot placement for plank. And you're held in steadiness, left foot back. Inhale to your knees. Big toes wide. Child's pose. Inhale forward, all fours. Let's take the right hand over towards left hand so that you can easily step right foot into lunge. If your hamstrings or your quad or quad and hamstrings are tight, use blocks under your hands and move the left foot a little further back. Push through right heel and extend right leg. Half Hanuman. So we've done quadriceps, a little bit of outer hips. So Apana Vayu is seated in the pelvis, and the muscles that attach to the pelvis are quads, external hip rotators, hamstrings, and adductors. So we're going to open all of them. Best way I know to affect the IT band and the outer quad and outer hamstring is through this modified revolved triangle pose. So your choice, you can take either the left block closer to the right foot, or you could take left hand to the right block. Pull the side bodies long as you pull and wrap the right hip down and under. Compressing through the right heel so you stabilize the knee joint. Good. Can you twist and open from left to right? Now you find your placement where you can do the pose and you can breathe. Where you can stack left shoulder under right shoulder. And you can breathe. Where you can scissor the inner right thigh towards the inner left thigh and breathe. Reach the right arm behind you and breathe. Externally rotate to lift it to the sky and breathe. And you might skip this part if it's too much. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a big pose. Inhale and wind. Whew. And we'll take those 2 blocks inside your front right foot. Turn the right foot toes out. Push your thighs back. Left forearm to left block. Pull the right buttocks down and under. Right forearm to right block. Point the shoelace side of your left foot down. Depending on your hips, this could be a mild hello to your adductors, your inner thigh muscles. Or it could be more about the outer hip. You want to find a place where you're not being pulled out by one intense sensation that uproots Apana Vayu. Try to balance out the sensation in your pose. Rooting down through left forearm, come to right hand. Rooting through right hand, come to left. Turn the toes in and back to Ardha Hanuman. Help yourself to a lunge. Step forward, Uttanasana. Lengthening your spine. Take an exhale, right leg back. Find your blocks if you're using them. Right knee comes down. Push your left heel into the floor. And extend hips back. Ardha Hanuman means the hip stays over the back knee. Yeah? As you push down through the front heel, can you push down through the toenails of your back foot? Can you push down through your hands and lengthen the accordion of your rib cage? Can you squeeze the outer left hip towards the inner right thigh? Can you breathe? Now you decide where you put your block. Is it going inside the left ankle? Or can you take your hand outside? That's a much deeper version. And I'm not saying one's better than the other. Just find the one where you can meet your need of practice. And we'll take left hand to the hip. And as you push down through left heel, turn and pull the right shoulder blade into the heart. Stacking right shoulder under left. Can you breathe? Compact outer left hip towards inner right thigh a little more. Maybe you extend left arm. Externally rotate the left arm, stretch it up. Deepen the breath. And bring it all the way around. Regular old Ardha Hanuman feels so easy now. Just settle down into it. Coming into a lunge. Walk your blocks inside your front left foot. If you don't need blocks for this, you don't need blocks. But if you need blocks and you know you need blocks, that's a way to help settle the energy. Turn your left toes out, turn the knee out. Push your hips back in space. Left forearm down. Compact the outer left hip in and draw it under you. Right forearm down. If you turn the gaze into the belly, it will soothe and tone your nervous system. If that's too much strain on your neck, find that happy place where the neck and head are held from the shoulder blade region of the spine. Soften the energy around your eyes, your jaw. Deepen your breath. Root down through right forearm, come to left hand. Root down through left hand, come to right. Push your hips back in space, internally spiral on the left leg until your toes face the sky and you're here in Ardha Hanuman, and hopefully it feels better now than that first one. Yeah. Slide the left heel in. Come back to that seated pose where you're in a supported Virasana, and then create a deeper settling experience in Virasana by spreading the toes, pulling the ankles towards the block, even as you iron the calf muscles straight back. Once you get almost to the block, pull the buttocks down and under. Resting the hands on your upper thighs, just encourage those quad muscles to shrink wrap downward towards your femur bone. Relax your eye muscles. Pull the energy of the eye and the eye socket towards the back of your head. See if you can now expand the breath and the energy of the breath into your pelvic floor. Space between pubic bone and sacrum. The space between pubic bone and tailbone. Slowly help yourself up. Now, depending on you and your hips, you might need a blanket for Janu Shirshasana, a blanket you'll sit on any height. Tighter your hips and lower backs and hamstrings, you need more height. We'll take the hands to your inner thigh on the left and your sit bone on the left and roll that leg in and wide. Hold your right ankle and pull the sole of your foot in. Expand the sit bone on your on the bent leg, the right leg. Pushing the ball mound of your right big toe into the inner left thigh. Bow forward a little bit. And think cow tilt in your lower back. Good. Right hand, left shin. Think cow tilt in the upper back, where you squeeze the shoulder blades by pulling the elbows wide apart. And now you can lower your chin just enough that you feel like your head is a natural extension of the heart space. And maybe if it's in your flexibility range, right hand goes to left baby toe side. Inhale, rise up. Catch the knee. Expand the sit bone and inner thigh on the right leg as you extend the right leg. Pull your left ankle in. Guide the sole to your foot. And expand the bent leg side. Bowing forward a little bit, push through right heel and cow tilt the lower back. Tone the lower belly. Right hand, left hand, right shin. Cow tilt the upper back. And as you push from the hip through the left knee to the left shin, push that left foot to the inner thigh. And place the eyes, nose, and chin in alignment with the center of your heart. If left hand goes to baby toe, that's great. If not, it's not the point. Point is to find a pose where all of you gets to participate with ease and grace in a grounding way that feels settling to the nervous system, while softly expanding tighter muscles around the hips. When we expand those tighter muscles around the hips in a soothing, grounding way, the practice arrives in helping us to feel better tomorrow. Using the in-breath, rise up. Catch the left knee. As you expand left leg, sit bone and inner thigh, roll down and in, and here we are in Dandasana. Left ear, left shoulder. Head to center. Right ear, right shoulder. Head to center. Using your hands, push through your heels, pull your buttocks towards your heels. Roll to the right side. And lay yourself on your back. Hold your knees and rock right to left. Placing the feet on the sticky mat as wide as the sticky mat. Take windshield wipers, right and left. As you come back to center, pick up your hips, lengthen your tailbone, and set your hips down. Stretch right leg out, left leg out. Extend your arms so the backs of your hands rest on the floor. Soften your fingers, soften your pelvis, your eyes, your throat, your shoulders, your belly, your knees, your feet. Can you release your energy body into the earth's energy? Just even 10% more. Just surrender a little more. As you feel your body relax, imprint that sensation of relax and release. And then awaken to it by moving fingers slowly, toes slowly. Deepen your breath into the relaxation so you don't disturb it, but you grow into it. Bend one knee and place that foot down on the earth so you can move into that relaxed state and feel it there. And when you really feel settled there, slowly bend the other knee and bring that foot in and down. That sound, when it arises naturally, is a surefire way to know that Apana Vayu has arrived and is present. Gently push through your feet and push your hips to the left as you roll to the right for fetal pose. Keep your hips heavy and use your hands to come up so that you don't really unplug the Apana Vayu. You ground into it to rise. Draw the hands to your heart. Feeling grounded in our bodies is literally our birthright. It was Apana Vayu that pushed us out of the womb and into being who we are. It's the reason we swaddle babies and hold them in tenderness. Feel how your practice has allowed you to swaddle and cuddle and nurture yourself today. Feel that energy now settle down deep into the center of your pelvis. And this Om can be a placeholder for you. When you find yourself out there needing a moment of awe, may you find it. Deep breath in, big breath out, deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you. Oh, such a pleasure to have you. And I will be doing this, this little spontaneous free class once a month now. So
thank you so much.
yeah.